Hey guys, this is Forte, and it's March 27th, 2022. It's Sunday, right before a Monday, which is on the 28th. And March is coming close to the end, and there are two ideas I want to share with you guys. Number one is CVS, right? CVS Health Corporation, and another one is gold. Actually, I want to show you guys that as well. Let's start with gold first. Gold has been just crazy, if you guys have realized. I think last time I posted on Twitter, I actually pretty much cut the bottom on this one, right? A purchase around this area, and then we had a huge run up, and all of the positions somewhere around here. But it's setting up again once again because it came all the way down and tested the previous area where the high was made, and we're able to find we're able to find buyers right below the 20-day moving average, which is the blue line right here, and we're getting above it, and then we're basically finding the we're finding buyers around this area. Now the daily chart might look a little bit grumpy. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. We can see that we have a third. How many years is this? A good 13, 12 years of cup and handle, right? We got the we got the handle here and the cup, right here. And then we're basically getting ready to break out of all-time high. If gold starts break out of all-time high, we could start like a new decade of a gold run. And then daily chart, it might the last two weeks might look a little bit weird. Let's scroll down to the 65-minute chart basically. So the gold made a huge move on the upside, and then we went through some profit taking right here, and then the gold started dropping down. And then once we get around the 180 to 178 area, the gold started finding buyers around here, right? Especially at 176.63 cents. And then we're able to hold that area and put in a higher low at right here. And now the gold has broke above this area of basically, potential resistance. And then now gold got moving above that, got a little bit extended on a move like this. But then we came back down to test this area that could be support. And what happened was that the buyers indeed showed up there. So I think gold is gonna be a good buy above this area, which is the 183.13 area with the stop as low at the 5-day moving average at 181. But yeah, that's for gold. I think gold is phenomenal especially with what's going on right now. The yen has went down in value. Same thing with a lot of currencies nowadays, and the war going on. Potentially, people are getting a little bit nervous on what might if because we usually whenever a war is about to happen, after the war ends, potentially a second country rose up and their currency becomes a king. We've seen that happen in the past 500 years with the Dutch, right? With Britain, and then the United States is the king. Who knows, right? So gold usually will be a safe spot where people goes to, and it looks really good. I prefer, if you guys want a longer position, use a weekly chart to find stops, and then maybe hold this thing for the next 10 years. Who knows, right? I'm not gonna hold it for that long, but if that's your time frame, do what works for you, right? Next thing we got going is CVS. Before we start with looking at the chart, let's start with my hypothesis. Another one, CVS is getting ready to break above all-time high. I don't think it's going to extend it. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of 6, 7 weeks of consolidation, right? Not a good consolidation, but it's consolidation, right? Not it is what it is, and we've able to got to 111 area, which is around where the previous high was, and we were able to find buyers right there. So people around this area were breaking even. Now, before we go further with the chart, I want to talk about the CVS has good fundamentals always, and something more to the fundamentals is the fact that CVS. So in 1941, there was a stock called let me grab my chart. 1941, there was a chart. There's a stock called the Shenandoah Distill, right? It was a government mandate company that produced alcohol around the world, like around the clock for the wartime use, right? And it also started mass producing penicillin. I forgot to pronounce it. Penicillin. Fuck. Penicillin. Right. The bacteria killing alcohol really efficient. They started mass producing that, and in 1941 to 1942, in the span of and not just that, in the span of the next 4 years after 1943, the stock moved 1,164%. Right, and the war is going on. people always think about steel, coal. Those are already going. If you want to get involved in those ones, you better wait for another pullback because things are getting quite extended for the steel companies, right? I'm currently involved in the CLF, the Cleve Cliff, but steels are just going insane. It's not. I don't. It's pretty overbought. It's not the area to get into to find entries in. But CVS is, and CVS they produce drugs and everything, right? When if a war happens, what do you think need? What do you think they need? They need more than steel, more than coal. More importantly, they need medics. The medics will need us, infection, bacterial infection, or drugs or whatever that can help the soldiers heal. So CVS is that. That's the reason why I'm looking at this one. And the funny thing is that CVS holds up really well during this pretty much a bearish market. If you guys take a look at it, the market is on a downtrend, right? QQQ is on a downtrend, and then we have CVS here just holding in like a boss, right? We undercut it right here pretty low, undercut all these lows, but then the stock is just holding in. The price isn't dropping, right in the 20-day moving average now, and the 50-day moving average we're above it right now, right? We got above it and we consolidated a little bit. It got ahead of itself, therefore it pulled back. Now it looks like it's ready to break above this again. Look at it on the 15-minute chart. You can pull your stop right there, but I prefer we put the stop at this low right here on Friday's low and get a position above when it breaks this right here, the Friday's high, which by a position above 108.86. And the reason why I want to put my stop at this low right here is because the 5-day moving average is also there holding in, basically showing as a defense line, right, for the stock. And so that's the two ideas I got, CVS and the gold, right? If you guys run GLD works too. It's different from gold. It's a GLD is the ETF for gold stocks, right? The reason I pick gold, GOLD, is because, well, this one consolidated really nicely on the short-term scale, right? If you take a look at it on the short-term, the idea I showed you guys was GLD, right? I was going to show you guys GLD because this is the one I plan on getting involved in adding more. I already got involved. I plan on adding in more. If you take a look at it on the daily chart, in the last 20 days, we have 1, 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the last 20 days, only 4 of the days were red. Every single day when the stock had a little pullback, we ended green. This thing is just phenomenal. The 5-day moving average is serving like magic, right? We're just finding buyers left and right. And this thing could just get going. The buy above this Friday's high right here. I'm not going to give any special parameters. Find your own stop. But this thing looks amazing. GOLD. Take a look at it. Earnings not due till May the 4th. And that's it for this video. If you guys like me, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/ForteCharts. We're getting so close to breaking the 1,000 followers resistance. Let's get it up there. We're at 950 now. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video was super late because I had business I had to do today and the day before that. Really busy lately. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys and see you guys next time.